Oh, yeah. There you go. Forget this.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
Skid wouldn't work, so I put it in this toaster.
And video game cartridges aren't toaster food. In fact, cleaning them is so easy, anyone can do it.
Even I can do it?
Even you can do it.
There are just a few tools we'll need to get started. Nintendo and Sega both had screws that were proprietary to the cartridge. So you'll need a 3.5mm security bit for the Nintendo cartridges, or you'll need a 4.8mm bit for a Sega Genesis cartridges, both available online for about $5 each. You'll also need some non-brand specific cotton swabs, non-brand specific brass cleaner, and some rubbing alcohol. Now take your cartridge and you'll notice there are 3 screws located on the back that will need to be removed. On cartridges that were not licensed by Nintendo, there may actually be 5 screws located on the back. And these can most of the time just be removed with a standard Phillips head screwdriver, number 1 size. Next, we're going to take the cart. We're going to begin by removing the 3 screws in the back, each in turn. And then we'll set these safely aside to put back in later. Now you'll want to separate the 2 halves, and be careful that the board inside doesn't fall out, because this may cause damage to the board itself. This is where the magic happens. Millions of ones and zeros, lovingly configured to bring you hours of gaming goodness. The 28-pin configuration at the bottom here connects into your console and often gets dusty or grimy after many hours of use, or from years of sitting in your mom's basement. Next, you will want to apply a small amount of non-brand specific brass cleaner onto one of your non-brand specific cotton swabs, and apply liberally and vigorously to the 28-pin connector. The brass cleaner is gentle enough not to damage the pin connector, but is abrasive enough to remove tough buildup on the board. You don't really have to worry too much about damaging the cartridge at this point, although static is always a concern. Keep any water-based cleaners away from any open electronics. Now get another non-brand specific cotton swab and dip it into rubbing alcohol. Rub this onto the pin connector to remove the brass cleaner and any lasting grime. You may need to repeat the process again if the connector is especially gross. Now we'll just replace the board, in from whence it came, it only fits one way, and snap the 2 halves back in place. Once that's done, return the screws to the cartridge and tighten, being careful not to over-tighten the screws. You don't want them to get stripped. That's all there is to it. Let's check out our cartridge and see if it works.
Nice. Now we're ready for some hours of quality gaming. Hey, did you want to get in on this?
Nah, I'm good, bro. But you gotta try this cartridge lettuce and tomato sandwich.